What's going on, YouTube? It is training camp day for the Las Vegas Raiders, and it is really early in the morning right now. Training camp got to start early, of course, because of the heat in Las Vegas, but I'm checking it out today, man. I've been to the facility before, but it's going to be the first time me going to a training camp practice here. I know they opened up to the public, but I was able to get tickets and whatnot, which is cool, and blessed for that, definitely, you know what I'm saying? But looks like there's going to be a lot more people here since they opened it up to the public. And like I said, I'm gonna get here a little earlier. It's a little bit of a drive for me, but tap in with your boy. Stay tuned. See y'all soon. So I'm in motion, headed over there right now. But it's the way I roll, man. I like to keep my stuff fresh when I dip out, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got a regular white on right now. I'm gonna throw this on when I get over there. I don't know, it's just something about that, man. I just like to be fresh when I get somewhere, you feel me? You know? But I'm gonna get on this road. I'm already on this road, but I'm in motion. And, you know, gotta be safe, you know what I'm saying? So, stay tuned, y'all. As you can see, made it to the spot. We're here. You see, there's already people lined up to get up in here. Oh yeah, people ready. Wee. Though, but man, you can see his cars lined up back here too. I'm early, you feel me? So I expect to be lot. Like I said, that's gonna be wrapped around the corner. The front is down there, but it should be fun though. Good vibes, man. You know what I'm saying? I figure once I started driving, I got off the freeway, man. I started seeing everybody wearing Raider shit, so I was like, everybody going the same way I'm going, so it should be good vibes, man. You know? So I just got in the spot. See where we at. I'll go rock the house poster here. Check out this training camp. You feel me? Let's get in the mix, y'all. As you can see, I went to my first training camp for the Las Vegas Raiders, man. I wish I'd have did this last year. It's my first time going. I had a good time. Last year, they had to open one at Allegiant Stadium, and I didn't end up going to that one. I know previous years it's been held in like California and whatnot, but it was really early to get there. As you can see, I pulled up about 6:30, as you can see earlier in this video. I pulled up about 6:30, and it was, I didn't even count the cars, but there was a lot of other people there ahead of me. I kind of figured I would be, but it really didn't matter. Like I said, the way they organized everything, the line was pretty much like if you had tickets, you line in this line, not tickets in this line. I guess it's like some type of waiver you have to fill out and whatnot. But I ended up getting tickets, so I was like, cool either way. I said, you know what? I got to go check this out, man. It was very good experience just seeing a bunch of fans, just getting geared up just for like the new season, man. And just excited just to get into that realm and just seeing all the fans and people you know. There's a couple people that like, hey man, I follow you, recognize your videos. I appreciate that, man. Still a humbling experience for me, man. I'm seeing people that do follow and show love and support the videos, man. It is a very good feeling. But the way they did, everything was good. The staff, everybody was totally nice. They had water everywhere. I mean, obviously because it's in Las Vegas, so. But I do think the reason why they do it, well, I know the reason why they do it early is because of the fact of the temperature. Now it was not hot at all. They had those fans with like the little, they're kind of like misters, I guess I would say. But like I said, if you get a chance, man, I definitely would try to go to one of these, man. I know they got one at Allegiant Stadium. I had already went to this Intermountain Health, the headquarters for the Las Vegas Raiders before. A few months ago at one of these events, I had one of my friends invited me, so it's good to see. I did see the headquarters inside, saw like the lunchroom, saw like the briefing room and all that stuff. It was pretty cool experience. But this time, like I said, I saw the outside of that building. It was very good experience. Good to see. Just while I got there, like I said, everything was organized pretty good with the lines. Once we got in, they gave you I got like this little Brock Bowers poster, and I got like a little chain, like a little Raider chain. I gave it to my son because he always wears like my big one, so I ended up giving him the little one. So he was so happy with it, and he called me in the morning. Where you at, Dada? I was like, man, I'm or at the Raiders training camp. He's like, I want to go, I want to go. But one day we'll have to take him there. Hopefully he can sit that long, but I think he will eventually. We'll get him in, and we'll definitely get him in the Raider game. But like I said, if you can get a chance to sign up for this, I highly suggest it. Just to be around the environment. And then, we were sitting there, you met a couple friends, I figured out where I was going to sit. A couple friends kind of gave me some tips before I got there, basically on like what to do and what to expect. But there was a lot of room there. I think they estimated about 2,000 people came. And like I said, I could see about 2,000 people were there. But like I said, you get there, you get waters everywhere, pretty much restrooms, anything, to get merch, it was there. But, everybody was sitting there just chilling. So when you're there, they have these signs sitting up. And like they have like, I would say the workers working like pretty much in each section. They hold up a sign and say like photos allowed. So you can take like pictures, videos, whatever you want to do. And then they have a certain point when they say no photos allowed. Now, it was some people still trying to take it, which I don't understand why. But, some people are going to do that, try to get some footage and whatnot. Now, they're pretty much in every section, so it's kind of hard to record, but I'm sure people do get away with recording. But I do get it. The training, they don't want certain footage out. But we first seen like some of the big linemen coming out, man. I'm looking at these guys, man. I'm like, man, these dudes are huge, man. Just looking at them, just looking at the size of these guys, man. I'm like, man, I can't imagine like being a running back like 6'1", you know what I mean, and like 5'10", trying to run through these guys, man. Like it's just crazy because you're just seeing these big linemen on the defense and the offense, like how massive they are. And, it was good to see that. They were doing a little training, hitting the pads, rotating and whatnot. Now, this was they didn't have pads on this one. They were hitting the little pads that they run with. But I think today, which is Monday, was the first day that the pads were on, and it seemed like the Raiders were ready. But let's get back to that day. So I seen Geno Smith coming out. He was running. Everybody was like, Geno. It was just good to see him. He was doing his stretches, him and AOC. Saw him doing his thing, and then I seen Genty coming out, doing some runs. Man, dude looks very, very solid, man. Like, I'm excited to see him. I seen Thornton. I see AOC do a couple of plays. And it was just a very, very good experience, man. You seen Pete Carroll come running out. Pete Carroll was like, Raiders, ran up and then doing his thing. But just to see how active he is at his age is like, man, he's involved with the players, man. He's like I said, he's a players coach, man. And then I got a chance to meet him briefly. He came by, I took a picture with him. He just seemed really, really cool, man. And afterwards, people were getting their little football helmets like signed and whatnot. I mean, you can bring helmets in. I think footballs they said you can bring in. They have to be deflated or in the original like packaging and whatnot, which I get because somebody might throw it on the field or whatever. You just never know, which I understand. I get it. But it was a very, very good experience, man. I got to see like it was very cool because it was like music the whole entire time. Like they playing like every song, man, from like Going Back to Cali, to like Kendrick Lamar, Drake. It was just Wayne, everything, man. You just literally just chill there, just vibing. You see other Raider fans, and it's kids out there, it's older people. I mean, everybody's just having a good time. Just love for the Raiders, the workers that work there, they're like Raiders. Everybody's screaming Raiders, taking pics with people, and it was just good environment to be around. And then they started running plays like these little drills, saying like, hey, this is like sudden change. Like we're going to run plays that like if a game has a sudden change, this is what we're going to do, how they going to react. So it's different little drills and they kind of like commentate and tell you basically like what they're doing. So you can kind of see what's up. They're doing like running drills. They're doing like passing drills. I seen basically one of the best passes I seen, man. Brock Bowers caught this huge pass, man. But the first one he did drop. But the defense was like right there, man. I don't exactly know who it was because it happened so quick. And I seen Brock Bowers like hit the grass. He's like, man, and I know because it was beautiful and sweet. But the first one I seen, Trey Tucker, man, caught this long bomb, man. And it was just like perfect, man. Like, and it was like reminding me like, man, I'm like, man, I know we're going to see this play watching the Raiders play this game, you know, this year, man. I know this play is going to happen. And I'm going to be like, yeah, they scored because it was just so perfect. Then I seen Thornton catch a nice one. He ran like a slant to the left, and he kind of caught it, and it was like one of those like tippy toe ones. And it was like, I mean, literally, it was like perfect. And then Bowers caught one off to the left that Geno just, I mean, it just looked so like just scripted. It was nice. Just see that whole Chip Kelly vibe just coming together. And then AOC, I saw him throw a nice one to Mayer. I mean, it was like perfect. He had a couple scrambles. I think he threw a pick that game, and he had a couple one that was like batted down by the defense. But everybody was like, yeah, we're gonna get it for the defense. You know, that was the defense doing their thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I hardly. At the end, it was pretty good. A lot of people started kind of going because the practice ended about 10:30. So a lot of people kind of like moved up towards the front, and they're kind of like getting ready. So the staff's like, hey, you got to bring it back, got to bring it back, got to bring it back. But after it was over, it was about like another 20 minutes after that. Everybody moved to the front. People came, you know, taking pictures and getting their little autograph signings, the little mini helmets. There was a ton of mini helmets. A lot of people were getting those signed. So I do highly suggest you do bring something like that when you do come, if you want to get signed to your hat or something like that. But overall, it was a very great experience, and I'm definitely going to do it again. And like I said, if you get a chance, make sure you do it. But like I said, I appreciate you guys, man. I'm looking forward to this 2025 season, Raider Nation. Like I said, appreciate you guys for watching the videos. Subscribe, like if you haven't already, and let's make it happen, y'all. Much love from me to you, Raider Slimm. Y'all be easy, man. Peace.